Hi guys, Kirsty here from James by Kirsty and Hair. I'm here with my model today, Adele. I'm going to be showing her a few looks that she can do, that she can pull off herself at home, suitable for weddings or any sort of formal event she's got going on. So to begin with, making sure that you're prepping your hair with any heat protectant. So Adele's just going to go through to take some of this bulk and frizz out. She's just going to prep the hair with a day of grace. Beautiful, so that's all calmed that down a little bit more, giving us that great base to sort of start off with. Okay, so to begin with, we need to section off Adele's hair. So I'm gonna get Adele to section her hair into 2 sections. So we're gonna go straight down to the back of the hair and pull both sides completely forward. She's then gonna section off one side of her hair, starting at the ear and pulling it over so it's clipped up and out of the way, ready for her to curl. Okay, so Adele is going to take a fine section just at the front of her face. She's then going to work on her angle and go around, and we're going to twist away. And we're going to pull down. Beautiful. So that softness is going to be gorgeous around her face, again, because she pulled away from her face, which is fantastic. So again, another section throughout, always taking fine sections, especially because she's got longer hair. It's just going to be easier for you to work with at home. And away from the face. Perfect, doesn't even need me. Adele is working on the temperature 195. She's actually quite fast at curling her hair and it's quite fine, but there is lots of it. So that's a really good temperature for her hair to be on. And again, using heat protectant tools as well. So Adele actually has finer hair around her face. So instead of using the temperature at 195, I'm gonna change it by tapping it to 165. So now with Adele, around Adele's face, we're gonna take it in a diagonal section so that again, it sits really softly as she waves it. She's gonna be taking it all the way back. It's really important to remember that around the face is obviously the most important because it can either take a hairstyle from looking really harsh to really soft. So it's really important that you're making sure that all movements are flowing really nicely with cheekbones and everything else as well. Okay, so now that we're all done, Adele is now going to use her own hands to brush this out. So she's going to tilt her head forward and just sort of comb everything through so that it all forms beautifully together, really nice and soft, and the exact same with the other side as well. This is going to create more of that sort of soft, sleek look rather than that messy textured look. So the great thing about having curled your hair in the center is that now you have the ability to create more body and volume because you have set it in the other way. This is going to give you more height. So to create more of a soft wedding kind of formally look, bringing it all to the back and sweeping it all to the side is going to create that beautiful, soft, summery wave to it. Now that we're working with the base that Adele has already created, I'm going to show her how she can transform this into another go-to wedding style that she can actually do from home as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get her to leave some of the face framing so it still sits really soft around the face, but take quite a large chunk. So to do that, we're going to need to section off the hair from about 1 inch back from the parting. So if you can just section that back off, going into sort of an angle, and then flipping it over and pinning it. Perfect. And then taking quite a large chunk so that it still stays fairly obvious and pinning it back to tuck underneath the hair so you can't see it. So just using a normal bobby pin, taking it all back and pinning, just clipping it up like that. And then we'll just take that off and then flip that back over. So what that's going to do is that's going to cause that separation, but still be really soft around her hairline. with that beautiful wave still coming through as well. Okay guys, so for the third look that we're gonna do, again, we're gonna be working with a base that Adele has already created, and we are gonna transform it into a really high, beautiful, textured, messy pony. It is perfect for weddings because it's up, it's out the way, and it will stay that way throughout the night, but it will still look really beautiful and soft. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna get Adele to actually flip her head over. And we are going to be using a brush, a big brush, to just sweep everything forward. This is going to help us get it to the peak of her head, so right up sitting around the crown, and it's going to help get that body so that when she's front on, you can still see that beautiful big ponytail. So brushing it all forward, concentrating around the sides and the front. Beautiful, flipping it back over. And just using a hair tie to wrap around as many times as you can. Keep that secure. So as you can see, without doing anything, you can still see it while Adele's sitting here, which is perfect because you don't want it to be lost at the back of the head. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to get Adele to take a section of her hair. So just a very fine sort of piece. Yep. And we are just going to wrap it around the ponytail as much as we can. That's going to cover the hair tie that we've got going on. It's going to look more like it's been done rather than just a home sort of job. And then we're using a bobby pin to pin that in. A really good tip with this is to actually place the bobby pin through the piece of hair that you've got already. And what that's going to do is you're not going to get lost trying to pin it yourself. You've already got the hair in the bobby pin, you just need to place it in. Perfect. Beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create some texture and some height. So I'm going to get Adele to section off this ponytail into a half sort of piece. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to get Adele to create more body and texture throughout this pony. So I'm going to get her to section off the top half of her ponytail, bringing that forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold the back part of the ponytail, the underneath part, and we're going to really tease that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do while Adele is teasing her hair, I'm going to get her to use the Haze Styling Powder by Evo. I'm going to get her to place this product in. This is beautiful because I often find that this is touch activated. So pulling up the ponytail as much as you can from the bottom section and spraying it through the base. Beautiful, and that's going to create that beautiful texture that Adele can have throughout the night. So whenever throughout the night that you go to the bathroom and you see your hair sitting really flat, having that product in there allows you to get that body back in there when you've got no tools on you as well. So that's just going to help Adele throughout the night keep that body through there. So then I'm going to get Adele to bring over the top section, place it back over the ponytail, and place it over the top. Again, using more styling powder so that she can create that body and that texture right at the base. And you can never be too heavy-handed with this stuff as well. So a really good tip is to actually spray the comb. This will allow you to go run it through your hair without it looking like you've actually just sprayed your hair down. So combing back those little baby hairs with the hairspray on the comb is really going to help with that look. So as you can see, beautiful body, beautiful height, and baby hairs are all flattened. So there you have it, 3 beautiful looks transitioning from a soft, beautiful wave to half back to all up to a textured, beautiful big pony, all using the touch iron today. I can't wait for you guys to try this at home. It's super easy, and let me know how you go.